Tonight, find out who made the homecoming court.
Plus, students have a chance to honor victims of domestic violence. Stay tuned. Trojan Vision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Trojan Vision News.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Vision News for September 29th, 2014. I'm Dustin Allen.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University now knows who will be in the running for this year's homecoming queen. The SGA announced this year's homecoming court at Saturday's volleyball game. Khadijah Torbert has the story.
Saturday night during the volleyball halftime game, the SGA representatives announced the 2014 homecoming court to the crowd. George Zalis explains the turnout for voting.
A huge turnout, especially as compared to the vacancy elections that we had about a month ago. We had a huge turnout, so we're really glad for that success.
A new feature that the SGA put into effect for the ladies running for homecoming court is for them to have a platform.
A lot of really cool stuff planned. One of the new things that we've implemented is the new platforms, which is a case that they believe strongly for and feel that they need to advocate for. So that's one of the things that we encourage them to have. You know, we try to put some more substance behind why they're running for homecoming queen, and so the SGA helps them with that. They have about a year to complete their project, whatever project it is, and we give them monetary support as well as resources, whatever kind of resources we can give them. We're usually pretty good at getting them to them so they can complete that project. It's really the second year that we've done this, so of course it's in its early beginnings, so we're still trying to see how everything works, but it's been very successful in the past and at other institutions, so we believe it's going to be successful with us as well.
And for the young ladies that are running for homecoming queen, George has two things to say.
Best of luck, girls, and God bless.
Khadijah Torbert, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
And as mentioned, the homecoming queen will be selected from this year's members of the homecoming court. And now let's take a look at who's making up that court. This year's court will be made up of Ashley Larimore, Molly Bell, Slayton Scott, Kendall Carboni, and Jenna J. John. The homecoming queen will be announced at halftime of the homecoming game on October 11th.
And Troy University's Confucius Institute is a part of a global organization designed to help promote Chinese culture around the world. Last Friday, Troy University celebrated the 10-year anniversary of the institute. Deidre Green has the story.
Friday night in the TC ballrooms, students and faculty members came out to enjoy an evening of entertainment in celebration of a traditional Chinese festival, Mid-Autumn Day.
Tonight we celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. As you know, Mid-Autumn Festival is the second most important festival in Chinese culture.
The festival was also held to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Confucius Institute.
Well, tonight we're celebrating three things. We're celebrating as part of a week-long celebration the 10th anniversary of Confucius Institutes worldwide. We're also celebrating the 7th anniversary of the Confucius Institute at Troy, and it all falls at the right time of the year for what is called Mid-Autumn Festival, which is somewhat like our Thanksgiving.
One student expressed how important it is for students of other cultures to learn more about the Chinese culture.
I think in Troy University, we are kind of the international university in Alabama, so we have a lot of international students. And this festival in China is very important. If you try to learn different cultures, I think this is a very good opportunity to learn that. So if you are interested in Chinese culture or international culture, maybe come here and take a look.
And if you were wondering how else you can learn about the Chinese culture,
they can also attend our Chinese class, and also we have a lot of Chinese activities. For example, this morning we have experience the Chinese culture at the crowd of the Troy University, and you can come over and get involved with all those activities such as practicing calligraphy and paper cutting and Chinese fitness dance, a lot of things.
Deidre Green, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
The celebration will continue this Thursday when the Confucius Institute will present a martial arts show in the Claudia Crosby Theater. The show is scheduled for 6:30 and is free and open to the public.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Troy's Student Counseling Center is starting off the month by giving students a chance to honor victims of domestic violence. On Wednesday, the Student Counseling Center will hold their annual clothesline project on the Bibb Grapes Quad. Students will get the chance to decorate a t-shirt in honor of someone who has experienced, either directly or indirectly, any form of domestic violence. The shirts will then be displayed on a clothesline for the entire month of October. T-shirts and decorating supplies will be provided. And once again, the clothesline event will take place Wednesday from 10 a.m. To 2 p.m. on the Bibb Grapes Quad.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Opelika, prosecutors are presenting more witnesses in the trial of a man accused of killing 2 one-time Auburn football players and a third person. Lee County jurors returned this morning for a second day of testimony in the capital murder trial of 24-year-old Desmonte Leonard of Montgomery. Evidence could include a videotape that prosecutors say shows the shooting scene.
And in Russellville, a teenager is hospitalized after he was severely injured in a wreck involving an all-terrain vehicle. Austin Kitterman is in Huntsville Hospital after the crash late Saturday. Kitterman is one of the captains on the Russellville High School football team.
And in Troy, a high school football player who collapsed on the field during a game has died. Authorities said 17-year-old Charles Henderson High School senior cornerback Demario Harris collapsed during the second quarter of Friday night's game against Davidson in Troy.
And still to come on Troy TrojanVision News, the football team came close to their first victory but fell short. Amy Austin will have the details on the matchup when she joins us with sports.
Plus, President Obama talked with 60 Minutes about the situation in Syria and Iraq. Find out what happened next. Stay with us.
President Obama acknowledges the U.S. underestimated ISIS. I'm Craig Boswell at the White House with an exclusive 60 Minutes interview coming up.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The football team headed to Monroe, Louisiana to take on the ULM Warhawks to open conference play, but fell in the final minutes of the game. As they opened conference play, the Troy University football team came close to a win, but lost in the final minutes as ULM kicked a field goal to beat the Trojans 22-20.
Obviously, I don't have much to say, but you know, we lost again by 2 points. I thought we played better. Two teams close to equal. I thought we fought them pretty hard and had a chance to win the game. Couldn't quite get it done. It's back to sort of the drawing board as far as open week here.
With a tough loss by such a close score, many of the players are down after playing such a close game.
I'm not feeling too good, but got to live with what happened.
Heartbroken. I mean, that was a game that we had our chances and we didn't execute and when it came down to it. So that's basically what it boils down to.
It hurt us a lot, but I mean, I can't get too down on my team because I feel like we really did put our all into that game, and I feel like a lot of us left it on the field. So, I mean, I left the game hurt a lot by the loss, but I was real proud to see that my teammates actually stepped up to the challenge this week.
Quarterback Brandon Silvers feels that the team finally came together to compete the entire game, but there are still things that can be worked on.
I think we can improve on, we played together as a team this last win, probably the first time all year, and so we just need to regroup on that and just keep on going. We know we can win. I mean, we're 0-5, but we know we can win. We have the players that we can win with, and just need to go execute.
The football team has a bye week this weekend. The soccer team opened conference play against South Alabama, but was unable to keep their winning streak going. The Jaguars defeated the Trojans 2-1 on Friday. South Alabama scored 2 goals early to give them the lead. Troy was never able to answer both goals, but did score in the second half to cut the lead in half. The goal came from senior Georgia Wallace, marking her first goal of her career. Troy had 10 shots on goal, while South Alabama only had 8. The soccer team's next game is Friday at home against the ULL Ragin' Cajuns. The Trojan volleyball team played a pair of matches over the weekend. The Trojans lost in 5 sets to Arkansas State on Friday and were unable to turn it around on Saturday against Texas State. Khadijah Torbert has the results from Saturday's match.
The Troy volleyball team fell to Texas State 3-2 Saturday in Trojan Arena. Even though head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick is disappointed with the weekend's loss, he's proud of the team's effort throughout each match.
That way for the last 4 matches. We just have to find a way to get done in 5. Texas State's outstanding, and I was really proud of our effort, especially coming off the match last night. I didn't know how we were going to recover or how we were going to come out focused or mentally wise, but we answered the bell and we really pushed a good team. And, we had some really bright spots today. Last night I was really disappointed. I'm disappointed that we lost, but I'm really pleased with the way we competed, and if we compete like that, we'll win matches.
Kirkpatrick says he is always grateful for the fans to come out and support the games and to keep coming. The wins will be back in effect soon.
I appreciate all the fans for coming out. It was a great weekend. I'm glad they got to see us play some pretty good stuff. Please keep coming out and yelling for us, and I promise you we'll get some wins here coming soon. We just have to figure out a way to score a couple more points. But thank you for all our fans.
Khadijah Torbert, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The volleyball team will head to Statesboro, Georgia to face Georgia Southern on Friday. The men's tennis team finished the St. Francis ITA Men's All-American Championship on Sunday. Junior Daniel Bustamante made it to the final round of the pre-qualifying draw but was unable to advance. Bustamante won 2 matches on Saturday and then defeated Wake Forest Anthony DeClore in his first round on Sunday. In order to move on, Bustamante needed to win in the second round, but he fell to North Carolina's Robert Kelly. Troy will be back on the court next weekend when they head to the C.L. Varner Memorial Invitational hosted by Rollins College. The women's golf team leads the Chris Bannister Golf Classic. The women currently hold a 3-shot lead to secure them in first place currently. Senior Langley Vinoy helped the Trojans to first place. She had a steady round of 13 pars to finish 1 over on the day. She is currently in a 3-way tie for first. And the men's team is currently tied for 5th while at the Jack Nicklaus Invitation. The men moved from 11th to 5th after they had the lowest score of the second round. Luke Mosier and Philip Brennan had 8 birdies, which helped the Trojans lead with 30 birdies. The men's team will finish today while the women's team still has tomorrow to compete.